Gonna have to tuck me trousers into me socks. The ticks will be active, even though it's the end of December. It was 14 degrees yesterday, so that's incredibly mild for this time of year. I think it's going to be 8 or 9 degrees today, so need to take precautions. So when I'm cutting firewood, I generally cut it in 2 different sizes. I'll keep smaller bits like this for the wood burner in the shed because it's pretty small, and then I'll cut some larger sections like this, which are ideal for an open fire. Wood is perfectly seasoned. Get that nice crisp sound, listen. It's when you know it's nice and dry. And welcome to the last video of 2023. Man, where did the year go? But I'm up here in the woods. It's a strange morning. So still. Can't even hear any birds. I heard the odd squirrel earlier on. But yeah, it's pretty dark. Still, overcast. Mild though, I think it's about 8 or 9 degrees today. So I'm going to do a bit of campfire cooking, which I haven't really done this year as well, not much. I'm going to cook up a rustic Crimbo stew. It's going to be basic, but it's I think it's going to be tasty. But we'll go through that in a while once we get the fire lit. I'm just going to finish this coffee off first. Got a couple of little jobs to do. I've got some a tree I felled probably about 7 or 8 months ago in the spring, lying down over there, which I haven't had the chance to move or process, so I'll get on with that and then I'll get the fire started. It's like the back end of December and there's mosquitoes around. Folks, the fire is roaring away. We've got the tripod set up with the Petromax tripod holder. I'll just take you through the ingredients. I'm going to be cooking this festive stew in my little Pathfinder billy pot, and in there we've got a red onion, and then for the meat we've got some turkey. Obviously, can't have a Christmas stew without some turkey in there. Nor can you have a Crimbo stew without some pigs and blankets, so they're going to be going in. We've got some cranberry sauce, not a lot mine, probably about a teaspoonful. Got some pepper, we've got some veg, we've got sprouts, carrot, there's a tatty in there, half a stock cube. We've got some tomato puree, and then to go on top we've got a couple of dumplings. So we don't really need to wait until we've got a bed of coals when you're doing a stew like this, and it's not going to take long, I don't think. Just prepping this onion. I've got some olive oil in the shed. It's a pre-inflation olive oil. I think if I was to buy a big bottle of that now, it would cost us about 25 quid. The price of it has just gone sky high. You can see how mild it is. It's like winter time, and the olive oil doesn't need to be warmed up by the fire. I mean, this is going to be a fairly straightforward stew. You just need to fry the onions and everything else can just get chucked in and simmered away. We'll just bob it on there and that'll start to fry off. Just using my little Opinel knife to peel the tatty. I was just thinking back in the day when the potato was a staple, you'd have got into trouble off your parents if you didn't peel it properly. You can easily waste half a turkey with lazy peeling. So the onions have sweated down nicely, so I've just put the turkey in. I'm not going to waste my time trying to brown the turkey off or anything like that. I'm just going to put the entire ingredients in here and then just get it back on the heat. So we've got the turkey in. Oh, pigs in blankets. Look at those little fellas. You can't beat sausage in a stew, I don't think. Maybe it's one of the most underrated stewing ingredients, the sausage. So we're going to crumble in the stock cube over the turkey and the sausage, or the pigs in blankets I should say. Right, and we're going to get the turkey in. Just give that a bit of a stir. I'm going to add some pepper. I'm not going to add any extra salt because we've got the sausage and the bacon in there plus the stock cube, so nice bit of pepper, and then we'll get the veg on top. Some carrots, some sprouts in there, and now it's just a case of getting a bit of water in. Just get a bit more fuel on the fire. These larger bits of wood on, and then we'll just add an extra hook just to get the pot a little closer initially, just to get that water boiling. Forgot to add a touch of puree, so I'll get that in there. So just gonna whack these dumplings in. You don't say that very often these days, do you? The sun. The old tarp's getting a bit weathered these days. Fair few tears in it. That isn't going to keep the rain out anymore. I think it's time to look for something new, I think. It's a DD tarp. I mean, it's done well, it's been up for quite a while. Right folks, I think we just need to get stuck in. We've waited long enough. Let's have a look. Oh yes. There we are. Those dumplings have come out pretty well. Put the lid back on, keep that warm. We've got a bit of cranberry to go on the side. Well, let's give this the taste test. Go in with a bit of turkey. Get a bit of cranberry on there. It's going to be red hot. Have to turn the camera off and probably stuff this down my face. I'm really hungry. So that food went down really well. I thought I would only have one helping, but I've finished the lot. I've just poured myself the rest of the coffee from this morning from the Stanley, and the wind's starting to pick up a bit now. The sun's out, got a clear blue sky, but there's a storm on the way. I think we're going to be expecting 70-mile-an-hour winds across the the Pennine area Wednesday night into Thursday. So yeah, it's kind of scuppered our plans a bit. We were due to head off for a couple of weeks. We were going to go up north and it wouldn't have been too bad if we just had the normal rooftop tent set up, but we've recently picked up a demountable camper for the back of the pickup truck. But it really does make the vehicle, it basically turns the pickup truck into a small motorhome, and I don't want to be driving across the A66 or even the A1 in 70 mile an hour winds, because I think it would probably just blow over. So we're going to have to postpone the trip for a few days until the weather improves. Well, that's me done. That's me done for 2023, so I'll see you next year. But I'd just like to say thanks to everyone who watches the channel, who's watched it over the last year or the last few years. And thanks for the comments, the thumbs up, the views, the subscriptions. It's all much appreciated. And yeah, here's to 2024, another year of adventures, getting out and about. But yeah, happy Christmas everyone from Triss and I, even though she's not here. And all the best for the new year, and we'll catch up with you again in the next one.